So, welcome to Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Bronx Knights are a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 on the PS4. Bronx Knights have been wedged into the American League West, taking the place of the Houston Astros. As you can see, this is the last day of June. Well, probably not the last day of June. The point is the next game in the schedule is July 1st. They are 54-30 in first place, and they have a 7.5 game lead over the second place Seattle Mariners in the West. So let's jump into the schedule. As you can see, the 29th, let's see, I guess, no, actually, June 30th is the next game in the schedule. So June 30th is the third and final game against the LA Angels of Anaheim. First two games are split, so this is the rubber match. The organization's games. Patrick Joseph, play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the away team at Angel Stadium. Looks good. Patrick Joseph. Everybody looks good. Let's give it a go. Best 2 out of 3. Let's give it a go. Welcome to a broadcast of Major League Baseball as the Bronx Knights visit the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. On the mound for the Angels is Luis Giolito, making his 17th start of the season. His record is 3-10 with a 5.23 earned run average. And facing Lucas, the leadoff man for the Knights is Max Lukulich, batting .314, 4 homers, 22 runs batted in. Here comes the first pitch of the game. And he slaps it the other way, but the left fielder barely has to move. And he makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 away. Starting lineup for the Knights, Max Lukulich just flew out. Don Mattingly's at first, Chris Ramos at second, Michael O'Rourke in left. Jacob Salazar is the shortstop, Benny LoCicero is in right, Matthew Saps is the DH, Matt Termini is the third baseman, and Anthony Millo bats ninth and is playing catcher. So Don Mattingly steps to the plate with 1 out. He's hitting .304, and he swings and misses out in front of the circle change for strike 1. Donnie Baseball, inside, ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Don Mattingly, first baseman for the New York Yankees back in the 80s and early 90s. And it's a line drive, but right at the shortstop, who makes the catch for the second out. Nice play. Hit it on the nose, but right at the shortstop. Next up is Chris Ramos, hitting .372, 31 homers to lead the American League, 73 RBIs to lead the Bronx Knights. He is having an MVP-type season. And he fouls off the fastball for strike 1. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Giolito. Outside corner count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Speaking of calls and balls and strikes, Matthew Ross is the home plate umpire. Count is 0-2. In the dirt, count is 1-2. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he falls to 3-2. Started out 0-2. Now it's a full count with two outs here in the top of the first. And he walks him. After getting ahead 0-2, he walks him. So with 2 outs, there's a runner at first. Next up is the left fielder, Michael O'Rourke, hitting .344, 20 homers, 62 runs batted in. Ramos leads off first. Swings and misses at the outside pitch. Count is 0-1. Just misses outside. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike on O'Rourke. Inside, 2-1. After getting 2 quick outs, he seems to have lost the strike zone a little bit. And he hits it high and deep. It is caught at the wall to retire the side. So after half an inning of baseball, it's the Bronx Knights nothing, and the Angels come in to bat. So on the mound for the Knights is Patrick Joseph, making his 15th start. He's 8-3 with a 5.64 earned run average. He's gotten a lot of run support this season. Leading off for the Angels, Jeremy Pena hitting .233, 3 homers, 23 runs batted in. And it goes right to Ramos at second, and he throws him out for out number 1 here in the first. Starting lineup for the Angels, Jeremy Pena just led off. Domingo Santana is the designated hitter. Nolan Arenado at third, Cliff Floyd in left. JJ Bledetti is in right, Matt Beatty is at first. Bo Naylor is behind the plate. Sam Hilliard is in center, and Jahmai Jones is batting ninth and playing second base. So Domingo Santana, just a shade under 300 at 298, 13 homers and 37 runs batted in. And he slices it foul for strike 1. And he fouls the curveball back to the screen. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Domingo. And again he fouls it towards the Angels dugout. Now check that. That's the Knights dugout. It's a line drive to center. He races in and makes the catch. Nice catch by Lukalic in center. He used his speed to catch up to that. Here's the replay. Nice play. So 2 down, Nolan Arenado hitting .257, 17 homers, 38 runs batted in. He won the Silver Slugger for third base last season. This year, he's probably out of the running for that, but still a threat. Hard line drive down the left field line and into the corner. O'Rourke fields it, tosses it back in quickly enough so that it's only a single. He made the turn at first but decided to stay. So with 2 outs, there's a base runner for the Angels as Cliff Floyd steps to the plate. He's hitting .264, 15 homers and 31 runs batted in. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it to right. LoCicero is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And after 1 inning of play, it's the Bronx Knights and the Los Angeles Angels tied at nothing. No score. So we go to the top of the second. The shortstop, Jacob Salazar, steps to the plate. He's hitting .342 with 11 homers on the season. And it's a 2-hopper to the second baseman who throws him out, 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 down. Defensive alignment for the Angels and from left to right in the outfield is Cliff Floyd, Sam Hilliard, and JJ Bleday. And in the infield, Arenado, Pena, Jones, and Beatty, with Bo Naylor behind the plate. So Benny LoCicero steps up. He's got a .289 average. Checks his swing, inside corner strike. He's got 19 homers and 70 runs batted in. 1 out here in the top of the second. Inside off the plate, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Angels and the Bronx Knights are tied at 1 game apiece in this 3-game set in Anaheim. This is the third and final determiner of the winner of the series. Count is 2-1. And he jams him in on his hands. Shallow fly ball to right field. J.J. Bleday makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So Matt Saps, the designated hitter, 254, 13 homers, 44 runs batted in, steps up with 2 outs. Pitches outside, ball 1. And he skies it to shallow center. Out goes the second baseman in short center field. Makes the catch. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Giolito. And after an inning and a half of baseball, there's still no score here in Anaheim. So bottom of the second inning, J.J. Bleday steps up, is hitting .262. Joseph deals. Hard ground ball to Ramos at second. Fields it cleanly, throws to first, and there's 1 down. Defense for the Knights in the outfield from left to right is O'Rourke, Lukalich, and LoCicero. And in the infield is Matt Termini, Jacob Salazar, Chris Ramos, Don Mattingly at first with Anthony Millo behind the plate. So with 1 down here in the bottom of the second, Matt Beatty, first baseman, steps up. He's hitting .211 on the season. Swing and a miss at the fastball, 96 on the radar gun. Bronx Knights are 24 games over 500. That's good for first place in the American League West. That's Michael O'Rourke in left. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fouls off, strike 2. And it's a line drive base hit towards the gap. O'Rourke shifts over to make the play, but it's a single with 1 down here in the second. Line drive single by Beatty. So the catcher, Bo Naylor, steps up. He is hitting .250, 9 homers, 30 runs batted in. Slices it down the left field line, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the slider in on his hands. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Bo. It's a line drive towards the corner, and he will not get there. And it bounces at the fence. Late start for the runner at first. So it'll be runners at second and third with 1 down here in the bottom of the second. After a double by Bo Naylor in the corner. Again, that's the second time this series that a ball's been misplayed by O'Rourke. Check that, by LoCicero in right field. Nice piece of hitting by the catcher. So big spot. Runners at second and third. Sam Hilliard steps to the plate. The center fielder today, 275, 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Part-time player. Swing and a miss inside corner of strike 1. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. It seems like Joseph has no problems getting to 0-2, but that's where he runs into a little bit of trouble. Inside off the plate, count is 1-2. Just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive. So there's no score here in the bottom of the second, but the Angels are threatening. It's second and third with only 1 out. And he pulls it foul, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. Tough play for Ramos. He makes it, but it's an RBI ground out. There's 2 away, but the LA Angels take an early 1-0 lead. So Jahmai Jones, 221, 7 homers, 25 runs batted in. There's a runner at third, but 2 down. Just off the plate outside, ball 1. Breaking ball over the outside part of the plate. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Change up. Out in front. Count is 1-2. Strike 3 called. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. Side retired. But they do get a run on the RBI ground out. And at the end of 2 innings of baseball, it's the LA Angels leading 1-0. So it's the top of the third. Matt Termini. He's been hot in his last 5 games. He's 10 for his last 21. Overall, .302 average, 5 homers, 40 runs batted in. Hopes to keep that streak going. Hard ground ball down the right field line and in the corner. And he's going to make it to second by the time that ball gets back into the infield. It's a stand-up double for Termini. That is his 19th double of the season. As you can see from the doubles leaders on the Knights, Mike O'Rourke leads the team to 26. A lot of doubles on this ball club. So runner at second in scoring position for the catcher, Anthony Millo, who's hitting .222, 5 homers, 28 runs batted in. His job is to get that runner over. In the dirt, gets knocked away, but nice block by the catcher, Bo Naylor. Ball 1. Termini leads off second. There's nobody out here in the top of the third. And he hits a deep fly ball. Back goes Floyd in the gap. He makes the catch. He's tagging. This is risky. The throw's offline, so he makes it to third. So in the end, it was a productive out because now we have a runner at third base with less than 2 outs.
Number 38.
So the leadoff man steps in again. He flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. There's a chance to drive in that run from third. Inside ball 1. And he fouls off the fastball, 94 on the radar gun. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Luklich.
Nope.
2-1. Just missed outside. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner leads off third. And he chases a fastball high. It was ball 4, but now the count is full, 3-2. Down and in, ball 4, he walks him. So runners are at first and third now with 1 out, with Don Mattingly stepping to the plate. Donnie Baseball is 0 for 1 today, lined out in the first. Hit the ball hard, but right at the shortstop. Swings at the high fastball and misses, strike 1. Quick throw to first. Luklich is back. Pitch is outside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Donnie Baseball. Fouls off the fastball, count is 1-2. Checks his swing, high and tight. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at first should be in motion. Checked his swing, did he go? No, he did not, it's ball 4. So he's walked to the bases loaded with 1 out here. And Chris Ramos comes to the plate. Let's see, did he break his wrists? Let's see it in slow motion. No, he did not. So, Chris Ramos, he's hitting .372. He walked in the first. He's got the bases loaded with 1 out. Pitch is high, ball 1. He's got nowhere to put him. Got to throw strikes. Fouls off the outside fastball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Ramos. And this one will bloop in there for a base hit. It's going to be at least a 2-run single. And now the Bronx Knights lead 2-1 here in the top of the third.
The
Bloop base hit. It looked like a line drive in the box score. He now has 75 runs batted in for the season. So next up is Michael O'Rourke. He flew out in the first. Runners at first and second with one out. And he fouls off the fastball, strike one. So the score is 2-1 Bronx Knights. Out in front of the circle change, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on O'Rourke. In the dirt, it bounces away. The runners advance. Quick throw to third is not in time. So now we've got 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. Wild pitch by Giolito. So he's got a chance to knock in a run without the benefit of a hit. Pitch is low. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He struggled this inning. And here in the third, he's thrown 20. This is going to be the 23rd pitch of this inning. And he jams him with the fastball. Count remains 2-2. Did he check his swing? Yes, he did. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third, and there's only 1 out here. And he fouls him off again. We'll do it over again. Here comes the payoff pitch. Again, just fouls it off to stay alive. 3-2. Inside, ball 4, and he walks him. So again, here in the top of the third, the bases are loaded for Knights. There's only 1 out as Jacob Salazar steps to the plate. He is 0 for 8 in this series. This is an opportunity for him to break that spell. High strike, but into strike nonetheless. Count is 0-1. Down and out, it's a strike. So he's quickly up 0-2. 2 tough pitches. Fouls it off. Stay alive. Count is 0-2 on Salazar, the shortstop. Again, the bases are jammed. Juiced. 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the third. And he pulls the curveball foul. Count will remain 2-2. He's making him work. Again, just gets a piece of the fastball to stay alive. Protecting the plate. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, and he goes down swinging and does not get the runner home from third. Giolito's first strikeout. That is a big out. That is a big out. So next up is Benny LoCicero. 2 for 6 in this series. He's 0 for 1 today. Outside ball 1. Benny has 70 runs batted in. He's got 3 more on the base paths. And it's a line drive which will drop in. And it's going to be a 2-run. Well, the throw comes to the plate. It is up the line. It's going to be a 2-run single. And he goes to second base on the throw home. And it's a 4-1 ball game for the Bronx Knights. Clutch 2-out hit for Benny LoCicero. His 71st and 72nd runs batted in of the season. So next up is Matthew Saps, who's 0 for 1. He's got runners at second and third, but with 2 out. And he fouls off the fastball for strike 1. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Count is 0-2 on Saps. Alex Wood, the lefty, is warming up in the Angels bullpen. So runners lead off second and third. Here comes the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Count is 1-2. He's already up past 60 pitches. Here we're 2 2/3 innings. And he pulls it down the left field line into the seats. Count remains 1-2. takes the strike 3 called, and the side is retired. So they leave 2 runners on, but they do score 4 runs. And halfway through the third, it's the Bronx Knights 4, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 1. Oh, we're sorry, Heidi. There seems to be something wrong with the microphone. We're going to have to cut away. We apologize. We're going to send a technician down there to check the mic. So in the interim, we'll go back to the action. Jeremy Pena steps in for his second plate appearance. Grounded out in the first. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Slider, swing and a miss, nasty pitch. And it's a line drive. O'Rourke races over, cannot make the catch. It's off the wall, and it's going to be a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the third. That's the 18th double of the season for Pena. I'm noticing that LoCicero is very aggressive in the outfield. Needs to judge better whether or not it's going to fall in. Anyway, Domingo Santana lined out in the first. He has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. High strike, but a strike nonetheless. Count is 0-1. Just missed outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball up the middle, holds the runner. Salazar fires, and there's 1 down. Nice play by Salazar to keep the runner from going to third. So the dangerous Nolan Arenado steps up to the plate. He is a single in the first. He has 17 home runs on the season. And he fouls it off, strike 1. Breaking ball at the knees. Count is 0-2. And he fouls off the fastball. Wishes he had that one back. Count remains 0-2. So there's 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Runner in scoring position. Grounds it to the third baseman. He looks him back to second, throws across, and there's 2 away. So Cliff Floyd is 2 for 9 in this series. He flew out in the first in today's ball game. Fouls it off, strike 1. Slider in on his hands. He fouls it back to the screen. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Misses inside, 1-2. .97 on the radar gun. He fouls it back to the screen. So we'll do it again. Misses the high changeup. That was dangerous pitch. He grounds it down the first base line and into the corner. It's going to be at the very least an RBI double. So the score is now 4-2. Cliff Floyd drives in the 2-out hit. It's his 15th double of the season. Let's look at the replay. Look at what he does with his hands. Just pulls him in. Slaps it down the line past the diving Mattingly and into the corner. So it's 4-2 with 2 outs. And up steps J.J. Bleday, who grounded out in the second. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Inside corner with the breaking ball, strike 2. And he goes down and fouls it off the other way, slices it foul. Hard ground ball to the second baseman. Ramos fields, fires, and the side is retired. But they do get a run on the RBI double, not by Cliff Floyd. Well, yes, actually it was by Cliff Floyd. I apologize. So, at the end of 3 innings of baseball, it's the Knights 4, the Angels 2. So Matt Termini, the third baseman who doubled in today's ball game, steps up. His batting average is up to .305. He leads off the top of the fourth. And he skies it to center. It's deep. Goes to the track. At the wall. It's gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. Woo-ah! Matt Termini's 6th home run of the season. Thought that would be caught, but it just kept on going. Let's look at the replay. Hoo-ah. Boom. High, deep drive that just kept going. I thought it was going to be caught on the track, but it was not meant to be. The score is now 5-2. So, here we are. Anthony Millo is 0 for 1. Pitches high, checks it. Ball 1. Inside ball 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Millo. Three balls, no strikes. Seems a little gun shy after that blast. Will he have the green light? No, he will not. At the knees, strike 1. So now it's a hitter's count. There's nobody out here in the top of the fourth, but it's a 3-1 count to Millo. And he hits this one deep. This one's got a chance. It is high. It is far. It is caught at the wall. Cliff Floyd crashes into the wall but makes the catch for the first out. So anyway, so while we wait for the next batter to step in, team ERA, the highest ERA in the league is to the Indians, Cleveland Indians. But as you can see, the Angels are really pushing the envelope at 5.27. So, leadoff man comes back around. It's Max Lukulich again. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. 1 out here in the fourth. Pitches high, ball 1. Low, ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
And it's a line drive. It's going to fall in there for a base hit. Makes big turn at first, but he stays. So with 1 out, they have a base runner, the fastest base runner on the team. And you know he will look to steal. So Donnie Baseball walked in today's game, but he's 0 for 1 officially. Steps in there with 1 out. Pitch out, but Lukulich wasn't going. Count is 1 ball and no strikes to Mattingly. And he's going. It's called to strike. Strong throw is not in time. It's 1 hopped. Nice tag by the shortstop, but he just flat out beat it out. So I think that's home run. I think that's stolen base number 24, if I'm not mistaken. Low and inside. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Mattingly. Now with a runner in scoring position. High strike, but a strike nonetheless. Count evens at 2-2. Way out in front of the breaking ball. Strike him out, throw him out, and there's 2 away. He got completely fooled on that breaking ball. That's Giolito's 3rd strikeout of the game. Completely fooled. So next up is Chris Ramos. Bronx Knights have a 3-run lead. He's got a 2-run single in this ball game. He's going to need another single to get that runner home. And it hits a line drive right at the left fielder, Cliff Floyd, to end the inning. So, after 3.5 innings of baseball, it's a 3-run ball game. The Bronx Knights lead 5-2. So, bottom of the fourth, stepping up to the batter's box is Matt Beatty. He is 1 for 1. High strike, but in there, strike 1. Fouls off the slider. Count is 0-2 on Beatty. And he pops it into the infield. Out of the crouch comes Millo, and he makes the play. Nice agility shown by the catcher, Anthony Millo, jumping out of the crouch. So with 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth, Bo Naylor, who doubled in the 2nd inning, steps in for his second plate appearance. In there, inside corner, strike one. Hard ground ball, base it. Oh, misplayed by the center fielder. And he's going to play it into a double. Bad play by the center fielder. Must have lost it in the sun or something, or maybe tripped and fell or something. Who knows? But the bottom line is, it is a double with one out for Bo Naylor. He's got two doubles in today's ball game. So with a runner in scoring position, we have Sam Hilliard, who has a ground out, an RBI ground out in this game. Pitches inside, ball one. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Hilliard. In there, strike two. And he fouls up the high fastball. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner leads off second. And he hits a line drive, and it's going to be in there. Strong throw to the plate. He's coming home, and it is an RBI single for Hilliard. And it's now a 2-run ball game as the score is 5-3. Strong throw, but he wasn't in a good position to throw, and it was up the line. No real chance to get him. So it's time to do a little mound visit, I think. We need to talk to him, calm him down a little bit. Say, listen, Jahmai Jones is up, runner at first. Just play your game. Take a breather. Let's go. Fouls off the fastball, 95 miles an hour on the radar gun. Strike one. And he skies it to right field. He makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Easy play for LoCicero. The Angels have been making his life very difficult in right field for this series. So, with the double and a run scored, Jeremy Pena steps up to the plate. Runner at first and 2 down. And just gets a piece to foul it off. Strike one. Swing and a miss at the slider. Strike two. One ball, 2 strikes. As you can see, Donnie Baseball is also the manager of the ball club. So 50-year-old version is the manager. 25-year-old version is the first baseman. Swing and a miss. Inside corner, strike 3, side retired. But they do get another run on the RBI double. And at the end of 4, the score is 5-3. Bronx Knights lead. So Michael O'Rourke walked in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. The Angels bullpen is active here in the top of the 5th. And he pulls it just over the Knights dugout. Foul ball, strike one. And he doesn't quite get around on it. Lazy fly ball to center field. And Hilliard makes the catch, out number 1. Jacob Salazar is 0 for 2. Steps up with 1 out. Pitch is low, in the dirt, ball 1. Just off the plate outside. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Just missed the strike zone. Out in front of the circle change. Count is 2-1. And he laces it the other way. Cliff Floyd is there. He makes the catch for the second out. Jose, hey, thank you for joining me. So it's a 5-3 ball game here in the top of the 5th. This is the 3-game set against the Anaheim Angels. Each team split 1 game apiece, so this is the best 2 out of 3 game. Benny LoCicero stepping up with 2 outs. He has a 2-run single in this game. And he pulls it foul for strike number 1. Pitch is outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on LoCicero. Bouncing ball to the first baseman. He takes it himself to retire the side. So, after 4.5 innings of play, it's a 2-run lead as the Bronx Knights lead 5-3. So, the bottom of the 5th, Domingo Santana steps up to the plate. 2 for 10 in the series. He's 0 for 2 today. And he hits a deep drive. LoCicero is back. He makes the catch, 1 pitch, 1 away. So Nolan Arenado, who is 4 for 10 with 2 homers in this 3-game set, has a single today. He's 1 for 2. He has been a thorn in their side. Outside corner for strike 1. And he pulls it foul towards the Angels dugout. Count is quickly 0 balls and 2 strikes on Arenado. In there, breaks, oh my, his knees buckled on that one. For strikeout number 3 for Patrick Joseph. Let's look at the replay. Nice replay. Right there. Must have been looking for a fastball. So there's 2 outs here in the 5th, the bottom of the 5th, for Cliff Floyd, who has an RBI double today. And that's just off the plate inside. Count is 1-0 on Floyd. Just gets a piece of the curveball. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he lines it into the camera well. Count is 1-2. Off the plate inside. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Floyd. And he hits it on a line, but easy play for LoCicero, who makes the catch to retire the side. So, it's a official ball game, 5 innings played. It's a 2-run lead for the Bronx Knights. They're up 5-3. Top of the 6th, pitching change for the Angels. Emmanuel Clace, 38th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 3-1 with a 4.71 earned run average. And he gets to face Matt Saps, who's 0 for 2 today.
Number 31.
A little late on the slider, fouls it off down the first base line for strike 1. Ed found the zone right at the knees for strike 2. Tough pitch. Swing and a miss at the slider. He goes down. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. It's Clace's first strike. He comes out of the bullpen to strike out the first batter he sees. So Termini in the 4th inning did this. A solo shot that just kept on going, which at the time gave them a 5-2 lead. Now it's 5-3. So let's see if he can do that again. He's 2 for 2 today. Not so lucky. Off his hands to the other way. And J.J. Bleday makes the catch for the 2nd out. 2 quick outs here in the 6th.
Now batting, number 43.
Anthony Millo is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. He's in there for defensive reasons, but low and inside, ball 1. He's a better hitter than this. Hitting .220 on the season, and that's far below his career average. Grounds it up the middle. Oh, the second baseman followed. He had it. Look, it would have been a difficult play. They'll probably give him a base hit on it, and they do. But I have a feeling that if he came up with that ball cleanly, he probably would have threw him out because he's very slow. So the lineup turns over. Max Lukelich is 1 for 2. Chance to hit with 2 outs. And it will drop into foul territory for strike number 1. He's 3 for 10 in the series and 1 for 2 today. And he grounds it up the third base line. Quickly 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball. Oh, he swings and misses at the breaking ball. Completely fools him. The side is retired. So, 5.5. It's a 2-run ball game. Bronx Knights lead 5-3. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. JJ Bleday is 0 for 2. Low strike, but strike nonetheless. Thank you, home plate umpire. The count is 0-1. Skies it the other way. Long run for O'Rourke, but he's there and makes the catch for the first out. Matt Beatty has a single today. He's 1 for 2. And he fouls off the fastball. 95 on the radar gun. And he waits on it and just pulls it foul. It had the distance, but couldn't keep it fair. Count is 0-2 on Beatty. Strike 3 looking. Must not have been looking for that spot. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. Let's look at this. It's right down the middle. Makes you wonder what he could have been looking for. So there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th, and up steps Bo Naylor, the catcher today. He's had 2 doubles. He's 2 for 2. It's been a real trouble spot in the lineup today. Pitches high, ball 1. Oh, he hits it high and deep. That one is gone. He's 3 for 3. And that is a solo shot. And this is a 1-run ball game. That's Bo Naylor's 10th home run of the season. And it's 5-4. Oh my goodness. Crushed it. Let's watch the replay. Oof. Line drive in the corner. So, time to get somebody warmed up in the bullpen. So, we go to the manager's office, the bullpen. I'll go Zach Eflin and Caleb Smith for the time being. And you know what? I'm going to go and do a mound visit just to give him a chance to kind of collect himself. But as I can see from the bottom left-hand corner of the screen where it says CFD, that stands for confidence, the blue line is off the charts. So Patrick Joseph has enough confidence. He just doesn't have any energy left. So Sam Hilliard, 2-run single today. And Joseph will pitch against him. Low and in, ball 1. And he pulls it foul. Almost kills the fan. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he grounds it to Mattingly, who blocks it with his body and takes it himself. Nice play by the Gold Glover, perennial Gold Glover. But Bo Naylor makes it a 1-run ball game with this, a solo shot. So at the end of 6 innings of play, it's the Knights 5 and the Angels 4. So he's done. I'm having a new pitcher start off. So Carlos Parra faces Don Mattingly. But before that happens, managers, bullpen. 3 righties, Jones, Pena, and Santana. So Zach Eflin is going to come in to pitch against them in the 7th. So Donnie Baseball steps in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss, the slider, strike 1. As you can see, 2 righties are warming up in the bullpen for the Angels. Count is 0-1 on Mattingly. Checks his swing, pitches inside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yep, 2-1. Pitches low. Hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bases empty. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. And he just misses it. Skies it to center. Easy play for Sam Hilliard. So there's 1 out. Just missed it. So Chris Ramos is a 2-run single today. He's got 75 runs batted in to lead the team. Switch hitter now batting from the right side. And he's out in front of the changeup for strike one. And it's a line drive, but the left field, check that, the right fielder barely has to move, and there's 2 out. Hit it on the nose, but right at JJ Bleday. So, Michael O'Rourke, the left fielder, walked in the third, but officially he's 0 for 2. He's up with 2 outs now. And he pulls it down the line. It's got a chance. It is foul ball. Just a strike. An exciting strike. Ground ball through the box, base hit. So with 2 outs, the Knights have a base runner. So O'Rourke is 1 for 3 today.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jacob Salazar.
So next up is the shortstop, Jacob Salazar. He bats from the, he's 0 for 3 today, bats from the right side against the lefty. Quick throw to first. O'Rourke is back. So O'Rourke's a heavy guy, but he does have some speed. He's got some base running skills. And he taps it at the mound. Taps it at the plate. Check that. Count is 0-1. High and tight. Count is 1-1. Quick throw over. It gets his hand back in. Just trying to keep him close. It's a 1-run ball game. They don't want that runner to get in scoring position with 2 outs. Ooh, just hit the corner. Count is 1-2. Ooh, tough pitch. And he pops him up in the infield. Playable for Arenado. Makes the catch to retire the side. So, get up and stretch. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. It's a 1-run ball game here in this rubber match of the series. The Bronx Knights lead 5-4. So do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Bottom of the 7th, in comes Zach Eflin. He's only pitched in 6 games so far. He's a late call-up from the minors. He has no record. His ERA is 2.84 in just over 6 innings pitched. And he faces Jahmai Jones, who's 0 for 2.
The second baseman, Jahmai Jones.
Oh, it is high. It is deep. First pitch of the game. This ball game is tied at 5. Solo home run for Jahmai Jones, his 8th of the season. And the fans are losing their minds. Let's look at the replay. Boom. All right, let's do this. So next up, still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Jeremy Payne is 1 for 3 with a double today. Outside corner, strike 1. So Patrick Joseph, the starter, gets a no decision. As the game is now tied, count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 1 down. Breaking ball outside corner.
Now back, the designated hitter, Domingo.
Yep, nice pitch. So Domingo Santana steps in with 1 out. He's 0 for 3 today. Fouls off the fastball. 96 on the radar gun. And right at LoCicero in right, he barely has to move. He records the 2nd out. And Nolan Arenado, single in the 1st, he's 1 for 3, steps in. Outside corner with the slider, strike 1. Career versus Eflin, 2 for 6 with a double. Hopefully it'll be 2 for 7 in a few moments. And he lines it down the left field line into the stands. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Nolan. And he grounds it down the first base line, but it goes foul. Count remains 0-2. And he jams him. Ramos is making the run, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Nice play by Ramos. But Jahmai Jones on the first pitch of the bottom of the 7th hits this, a solo shot to tie the ball game at 5. So we go to the top of the 8th, and Seranthony Dominguez comes in to pitch in relief for the Angels. This is his 28th appearance out of the bullpen. He's 1-2 with a 2.22 earned run average. He has been effective. Leading off the top of the 8th is Benny LoCicero. He has an RBI single, 2-run single. Check that. He's 1 for 3 today. And he swings at the inside fastball, strike 1. Oof. Rough pitch. 2-hopper to the shortstop, throws across, and this 1 away. Starter comparison, Patrick Joseph, Lucas Giolito. As you can see, both of them really, it's a tie pretty much. Neither one will win or lose. So it's Matt Saps 0 for 3. 2 right-handers are warming up at the Angels bullpen. 1 down here in the 8th. And he pulls it 2-hopper to the third baseman, and Arenado throws it over for the 2nd out. 2 quick outs here in the 8th. So Matt Termini is up. He's 2 for 3 with a home run today. Pitch is high, ball 1. Kyle Crick and John Brebbia are warming, 2 right-handers in the bullpen for the A's. A's. Listen to me. Angels. So that fastball was triple digits, 101 on the radar gun. Fouls it off. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Termini. And it's a solid line drive, but right there is JJ Bleday to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The score is tied at 5. So leading off is Cliff Floyd. He is 1 for 3. This is the 2nd inning of work for Elfin. He is on a very short leash. Inside off the plate, ball 1. And he pops it up. Outfield grass. Second baseman Ramos is there, makes the catch, 1 away. JJ Bleday is 0 for 3 today. Steps in with 1 out. Strike inside corner. Skies it the other way. Left fielder O'Rourke is waiting. He makes the catch. 2 quick outs. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Matt Beatty has a single and a run scored today. He's always 1 for 3. And they have the shift on. And he droops it. He's going for second. Strong throw to second base is in time. Nice assist. Nice outfield throw by O'Rourke to end the inning. The end of 8. The score is tied at 5. Nice throw, O'Rourke. So we go to the top of the 9th. Now what we're going to do before we do it. Oh, it says I'm going to the manager's office, but it's locked right now. So I got to let him throw the pitch. Inside, ball 1. So Anthony Miller was 1 for 3 with a single today. Okay, manager's office, bullpen. If we're going to go to the 9th, Lefty, lefty. You know what, Caleb Smith, you're gonna on a schedule put you in the game, but also Dylan Betances is gonna warm up just in case. All right. So the count is 1-0 here in the top of the ninth. The game is tied. Out in front of the changeup, count is 1-1. And it's ground ball up through the middle and base hit. So the leadoff man is on for the Knights here in the top of the ninth. And I think I'm going to look for a faster base runner because I can always... Let's see. Let's watch the replay first. Nice piece of hitting. He's 2 for 4. It's few and far between that Anthony Millo has a multi-hit game, so it's nice to see. So before he... damn it. I'm going to take a pitch. Putting the controller down and taking a pitch. In there for strike one. Max Lukulich is 3 for... Come on, stop it. They're locking me off. I want to try to change the base runner. Stop doing that. It's like they don't want me to change Millo. Okay, manager. Substitution. Anthony Millo. His speed is 56. I'm going to put Manuel Margot in there. So they got some speed on the bases. And then if I make it, I'll just put in Roberto Perez to catch. So the count is 0-2 on Lukulich. Oh, it went behind him. And the runner moves to second into scoring position on the wild pitch. Wow. Dominguez just lost the grip on that ball. They should show us a replay of that. Well, I don't think they're going to. Oh, they are. Here we go. Whoa, look at this. Surprised he didn't go to third. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lukulich. Runner leads off second. And it is a deep ground ball in the short. Strong throw in time. He unfortunately, it's not a productive out because he doesn't get the runner over to third. So Don Mattingly is up with 1 down here in the top of the ninth. Runner in scoring position is Margot at second. Here's the pitch from Dominguez. Outside, ball 1. Mattingly's hitting .369 with runners in scoring position this season. On this last day of June. 2 balls and no strikes. All-Star game is about 2.5 weeks away. Ball 3, count is 3 balls and no strikes. Will he have the green light? No, he will not have the green light. I put the controller down. He's taking a pitch. Right down the middle. Now it's 3-1. All the shackles are now off. 3-1, 1 out. Runner leads off second. And he's late on the triple-digit fastball. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the ninth. Just gets a piece of the changeup to stay alive, and we'll do it again. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that one will stay up there long enough for Cliff Floyd to make the catch, and there's 2 away. So it's up to Chris Ramos here in the top of the ninth. Actually, okay, never mind. Never mind. In the dirt, blocked nicely by Bo Naylor. No advance on the base pass. The count is 1-0. Ooh, he pulled it deep and down the right field line, but it curved foul at the last minute. The count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he jams him. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So the runner is stranded at second. It's still a tie ball game. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Score is tied at 5. Yes, I want to change pitchers. No, that's not. Manuel Margot is not catching in this ball game. Caleb Smith is pitching, though. It's going to be his 21st game. Record 1-0 with a 2.25 earned run average. And up steps Bo Naylor. He's 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Oh no. Manager, first of all, substitution. We're going to go to Manuel Margot and put in Roberto Perez, an actual catcher. And other than that, we will be all right. Okay, so lefty versus lefty. He is hot today at 3 for 3. Misses low, ball 1. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Naylor. And he hits it deep but foul, curving into the seats for strike number 2. Fouls off the 2-seamer. Count remains 1-2 on Naylor. Just misses inside. Count is even at 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 9th.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder, Sam Hilliard.
So Sam Hilliard, who has a 2-run single in today's game, steps up against the lefty Caleb Smith. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
He's hitting .277 on the season. Swing and a miss at the high changeup.
0-2.
Wishes he had that pitch back. It's basically a piece of cheese. High changeup. Dangerous pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Struck out 2 batters in a row. He does not look happy.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jemai.
Slow motion replay. Just missed it. So next up is Jemai Jones, who had a solo home run in the 7th. He's 1 for 3. Dangerous position to be in. Grounds it down the third base line, but it goes foul. Strike 1. In there, 2-seamer, strike 2. Misses high, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jones. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. He strikes out the side, and we go to extra innings. Ball game is tied at 5. So, got to be careful with, I don't know how far this is going to go. Kyle Crick comes in relief out of the bullpen for the Angels, 9th game. He's 0-1 with a 3.72 earned run average, and he gets to face Michael O'Rourke, 1 for 3 in this ball game here in the 10th. So manager, bullpen, righty, Dylan Betances scheduled to put him in the game. Okay, so Michael O'Rourke leads off against Kyle Crick. Swings at the first pitch, pops him up in the infield. Meeting at the mound, Arenado calls everyone off to make the first out. Needs to show patience to get on. He swings at the first pitch. That's intelligent. So Jacob Salazar popped out in the 7th in his last at-bat, but he's 0 for 4 today. He hasn't had a good day at the plate. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Backs him off the plate. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Salazar. Chases a pitch. Could have been 3-0, but goes out of this. Well, could have been a strike, but 2 balls, 1 strike on Salazar. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Benny LoCicero is on deck. comes the hitter's count. And he grounds it through. It is a base hit, and they have a base runner on here in the top of the 10th inning with 1 out. Salazar pulls it between the first and second baseman, just past the stretch by Matt Beatty over there at first. So next up is LoCicero, the right fielder. He's got a 2-run single today. Salazar has speed. Outside corner, high outside corner, but called a strike by the home base umpire. Count is 0-1. And he's going, pitches low, throw down a second is not in time. It is a stolen base for Benny LoCicero, and they have a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 10th. No chance, stole it basically on the pitcher. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike on Benny. Ooh, backdoor slider. Count is 1-2. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, blocked nicely, but he's still going. Throw to third is not in time. Great base running by Salazar. So now there's a runner at third base and less than 2 outs, where a hit, they don't need a hit in order to get him home. Deep fly ball. So anyway, it's a full count on LoCicero. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he just gets a piece of it to stay alive. 97 on the radar gun. And we'll redo this 3-2 count. Nope. Ball 4 high, and he walks him. So we'll have runners at first and third here in the top of the 10th with 1 out.
Number 31.
The Knights are threatening. Okay, so next up is Matthew Saps. He's been 0 for 4 today. Batting average is down to 250 on the season. Doesn't need a hit to get that run home. Just gets a piece of the 2-seamer. Strike 1. Woo. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Way out in front of the slider. Must have been looking fastball. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Saps. He's got to get that runner home. Got to put the ball in play. And he does, and he hits it through, and it is an RBI single for Matt Saps. And they take the lead 6-5 here in extra innings. Hoo-wah!
Now batting, number 79.
Here's the replay. Boom! Nice piece of hitting by Saps. Small step, 2-handed swing. Well, actually more of a 1-handed swing. So anyway, Matt Termini is up. It's 6-5 Bronx Knights. He is 2 for 4 with a homer today and a double. Runners at first and second. Grounds it to the third baseman, throws it second for 1, back to first. Double play, side retired, round the horn double play, but not before Matt Saps' RBI single gives them the lead. 6-5 as we go to the bottom of the 10th here in Anaheim. So, got to go to the bullpen. Yes, I want to change the pitcher, but before Dellin Betances pitches, I want to go to the manager's office, bullpen, take John Smoltz, and I want to warm him up. He may pitch maybe the last out of the game. Well, I can't because of that dumb new rule in 2020 where he has to throw to 3 batters. Stupid rule. Anyway, so we are in the bottom of the 10th. It's a 1-run ball game. Dellin Betances throws the pitch, a deep drive to left. O'Rourke is there. He makes the catch. Out number 1. Small ball, you know it. Although I'm not one to bunt, but I know what you mean. Sometimes you just got to get that hit with 2 outs. So with 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th, it's Domingo Santana who's 0 for 4 today. Outside corner, 99 miles an hour on the radar gun for strike number 1. And he swings out of the zone, fouls it back. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Santana. And he pulls his hands in and gets a piece of the two-seamer. Count remains 0-2. High fastball. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. And there's 2 away. And the Angels are down to their final out. Final out is represented well. It's Nolan Arenado, who has 2 homers in this series. It's 1 for 4 today. Swing and a miss. Power versus power. Fastball hitter versus fastball pitcher for strike number 1. Off the plate inside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Arenado. Knuckle curve floats in there on the outside corner for strike number 2. They are down to their final strike. Going with the heater. Just misses high. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he hits it, shallow fly ball. In comes Lukulich. He makes the catch. Side retired. Ball game over. Bronx Knights win 6-5 in extra innings. They take 2 out of 3 on the road against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. This is their 55th win of the season. I'm not sure who gets the win, but I can always push a button and find that out. So, Los Angeles Angels were defeated by the Bronx Knights. Bronx Knights 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Los Angeles Angels 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Caleb Smith gets the win. Kyle Crick gets the loss. Dylan Betances gets the save. Matt Termini, 2 for 5, is the player of the game. I don't agree with that. I think the player of the game should probably be Matt Saps, but who cares? Great game. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I obviously will play tomorrow. Just, again, this is a little bit personal specifically to Jose Hall. I put updates on my Twitter page. My name is RC Robbin, the letter R, the letter C, and then ROBBIN. If you have a Twitter account, I usually let people know when I'm going to play baseball on my Twitter account. Also, I don't know if you're watching this on PS4 or if you're watching this on YouTube. Because if you're watching this on YouTube, you can. Oh, you're welcome. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can actually create like the alerts. You press that little like next to the subscribe button. You press that little icon of a bell, and then on your phone or on your computer to let you know when I'm playing the game. So just to give you a heads up on how to find the game. So because I honestly don't know what time I'm going to play the game. Life is crazy. It's whenever I can grab the controller. So, but anyway, this has been a broadcast of Bronx Knights baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And last but not least, the Bronx Knights win 2 out of 3 here on the road, 6-5 in extra innings. Have yourself a great night, and I'll see you soon.